button. These are all good? Yep, they're all good. Nailed it. So, friggin' Trier. Friggin' Carlos Chien Senior. Trier wants to know why Carlos tried so hard to change the world. And she's like, it was about destroying the world that Chrono controlled, wasn't it? And Carlos Chien Senior, I guess his name's just Action, and it's like, buddy, that was your fucking, please call me Action. That was my father's name. He thinks back to when his son graduated from college. He finally told his son of the family's kingly role in Chrono and the regulation of human evolution, and Carlos Jr. told his father that until he had to ascend to the throne and take his seat there, he was going to do things his own way, which meant building Axion, the company, into an industrial power, like one of the top industrial powers in the world, all in preparation to fight Chrono and his dad himself. Tri says that's why Elgin Roddick, that's the name there on the second line, that's why Elgin Roddick must have trusted Carlos Jr. with the swaying scale sphere to build his thing. And then she said, and then Carlos Senior says, "What are you going to do next?" Didn't say anything. And then he says that his influence as king is all but finished these days. Chrono's relevance to the world is waning, and he's losing what little he had of that anyway. Damn, Grunty survived. I fucking love that dude. And he says that it won't do Trier any good to have ferreted out one of Chrono's officers anyway. She's like, well, yeah, I know, but I don't believe there's no good for me to be doing. There's like, I can do stuff, and she's not in the business of seeing Carlos Jr.'s last wishes carried out or whatever he's like wants, but her own goals are leading towards the same destination he sought. Carlos Senior cautions that if the contents of the Laplace's box are made public, then so will the Chrono Dogma. And she's like, yeah, but that's not going to be enough to stop me, Z Blue, or mankind as a whole. And then Carlos is like, don't be too sure. And she's like, whatever, you can do whatever threats you like. Clank Master General shows up, AG, this is where he's been, I guess, and he tells Trier that everyone's assembled. And she says, what about him? And he says, he refused my invitation to come. He wants to make it to space under his own power. He's like, fine by me. Let's go. And then, with the Foxmaster, she tells the old Emperor to enjoy his new clothes in whatever corner of the world he chooses, with what little life he has left. And she says that being left behind by history is probably a better fate than he deserves. So here's Gwyn, and Carlos says, so, did you tell Miss Scott that I was the king? And he's like, no! I just told Trier that you were here. Didn't tell her that you were the king or nothing. He's like, well, that's consistent with your ongoing work against the Gaia Kingdom, which I notice, and it's like, your treason probably requires some sort of punishment, and I'm feeling a little too old to meet that out. And it's Gwyn is like, have you wished for dethroning since the day your son died? Like, bring me in just a bit to cash in on my youth, says Gwyn, and Gwyn's like, I'm not so good though, so you shouldn't be pinning any hopes on me, and any progress I've made in life has largely come at the expense of everybody I used. I sit on the shoulders of giants, and any good that's come of that is credit to those who invested their belief in him. But speaking of belief, Carlos says, does Gwyn believe there's any future beyond any hope beyond the future of despair, written in the final chapter of Metropolis, which is the bolded word there. And Gwen says, I believe in Lauren and Z Blue. Their chances of victory are somewhere between 0 and like 100, right? But any case, time has been frozen ever since man set upon the moon, and it's about to resume its motion. The colony laser control room, the colony laser is charged, and it's only awaiting clearance to fire. Ronan's calculus goes like this: Z Blue defeated Neo Zeon, the laser defeats Z Blue, the laser defeats Laplace's box and Siam, and the truth stays unpublicized. And with that, Earth humanity stays protected, Chronodogma stays, the end. He's like, Earth humanity will survive? Not all of them would survive. He's like, well, of course, only the chosen ones will pull through. But Martha here says that it's the inverse of Cardius Vist's favourite phrase, that the needs outweigh the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. And this time, unfortunately, the deaths of the many will outweigh the needs of the few. So yeah, the needs of the few are going to outweigh the needs of the many on this one. She sniffs that the times are what drive Chrono to such measures. Albert bursts into the room. Roland's authorised the laser strike. And Albert comes in and talks shit. And he yells at Martha, and what happens here is Albert reveals that Martha is trans and she's insisted on feminine pronouns for forever. And then Albert has said, "You're supposed to be a woman, and you've resorted to the most masculine of tactics by making people obey by brute force, and it's not very becoming of a woman or anybody who's a decent human being." And he yells that Riddy Marstonus is still part of Z Blue, and then his daddy's like, "Wait, what? I just authorized the colony laser to shoot my own son?" He's like, "Yep, you just signed your own goddamn son's death warrant, you stupid idiot." He's like, "No, Riddy, buh." Howdy, Tony. Look how you doing. And this is scenario 46: the future to be protected. Tony Luke says he too is old enough in England enough to remember Purple Ronnie. Fucking Purple Ronnie. Oh well, we're not going to bring the shit dragon, we'll bring the good dragon. And then we'll deploy the same dudes we did before. As ever. So here we are. Supposedly and presumably Chrono will throw whatever they've got left at us to try and stop the broadcast of the contents of Laplace's box. It will be our job to keep interlopers at bay. Chrono's running a bit short of employees at the moment, so they're probably going to turn to the Gaia Kingdom on this one. And that means that AMBRIEL will probably show up. Yeah, Suzune Sensei, AMBRIEL show up, right? And if she was telling the truth last time, then this will be the final battle between her and Hibiki. And it's not going to end with her just shooting down her mech. And Hibiki here is like, "I gotta save Suzune from within AMBRIEL, if I can." Amuro and Kira here raise the good point that it's interesting that the Gaia Kingdom itself wants to avoid the publication of the box's content. And that implies that they're less worried about what to do to Earth's existing government and whatever the super secret part is. What is it, Riddy? And Riddy refuses to just come out and say it. And it's like, wait, you're still gonna keep that secret after all the shit you've done? And he goes, it's not for me to say. And then Tierra says, the truth is also Vader's innermost secret, so it's got to be pretty big and dimension spanning. And then, yeah, and he's really can only hope that mankind can handle the truth and that his family's heritage of resisting Chrono will serve him well when they're put up against the fucking wall. Yeah, it's him there. He mentions, he's like, Marita, you died. I hope Venise and Minerva work it out good. Incoming. So here they are. So AMBRIEL is like, nice work on defeating Neo Zeon and beating AMBRIEL at the same time. It's like, friggin' shut up, AMBRIEL. And she's like, but AMBRIEL's hatred is stronger than ever, and if I'm gonna get any bragging rights, I've gotta get the Geminian back right now, or he's gonna come in and be shitty at me. Like, friggin' dang it, lady. Yeah, let's go, AMBRIEL. Me and Geminian Ray are gonna get Susanne back. Wah, 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 wee, wah. So we've got 3 turns. Defeat all enemies within 3 turns, saving Geminia for last, which is certainly doable. But yeah, we've got to do the other dumb bit where we actually do the broadcasting. But look, not full armor unicorn anymore. Not this time. Because I guess they wanted us to do the combo move. But, spoilers, we're not gonna, because it's bad. Let's soften them up for Crow. Yeah, Moon Dwellers is soon. It's sometime this year, supposedly. But, like, normally they announce at Christmas and it's released April, but they didn't announce until February on this one. So we'll have to wait and see. Oh, right in Daigard's big deck. Brilliant. Yeah, there's not been any actual date announced yet for it. Ganga 3. Justice Robot Ganga 3. You want back in the thing, Grunty? You want back in the thing? And then Beast Barrel said, things with gun in the name being cool is the logic of a child. It's more that all the things we've got with gun in the name are all about the progression of humanity. And that's the Age of Fire, so the Age of Fire was all about guns and bullshit. Gundam, Gunleon, and Gunbuster. Let's hit the button. Let's hit the button.
Hello.
Howdy. Yeah, everything says loves the OG games, like having all the mechs and the games, but I prefer OG. I think the OG games tend to be like better actual games. They tend to be better balanced.
Plus, I mean, horse robot.
And the horse robot, exactly. Like they get to have the craziest stuff. Yeah, let's give it.
If you don't like the horse robot, you can't be my friend.
Who doesn't love the horse robot?
I mean, Hitler.
I can't think of anybody who doesn't. Well, it's because he didn't know about it. Because he's fucking dead.
You think Purple Willie likes her horse robot?
Purple Willie, Purple Ronnie.
He's probably got a Purple Willie.
He probably does, and he doesn't stop fucking talking about it all the time. with his fucking girlfriend, whose name I can't remember, but I'm pretty
Your
sure
mom?
it begins with an A.
Boom.
Whoa!
That's the kind of joke.
Roasted. Wrangled and drangled. No, he would be like, treat your mother real nice, she's good. Mum is a small word with big meaning. And it's okay for mums to wear big underwear. This Purple Ronnie's fucked up. Doesn't wear trousers. But I bet Purple Ronnie doesn't even know about it because he's not cool. I bet Purple Ronnie doesn't even watch anime.
I don't know. It's pretty good jokes.
He does have pretty good jokes, but I mean, he's IB, and IB doesn't watch anime.
Well, that's a problem. We should get IB on the animes stat.
No, he doesn't have time. He's more into Dora the Explorer. Not even lying, he fucking loves
I
that.
tried to catch a fish and I failed. The fishing minigame in Stardew Valley is really hard.
That's because the fishing minigame in real life is really hard.
Not really.
Oh, you caught fucking millions of fish, have you then?
It's like just waiting for the fucking fish to bite is the hard part. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
And that's 99% of fishing.
So I haven't actually ever struggled catching a fish. Like I don't fish for sharks. I fish for like tiny river fish. So yeah, the fishing itself not actually difficult. It's just waiting. It gets boring.
Yeah, that's the true struggle with fishing, is that it sucks and is boring.
Much unlike anime.
Here's Bernardi talking about the unicorn will protect the secret of Laplace or whatever. Let's go unicorn for Audrey, even though her name's he says he doesn't wear pants. I've never seen his willy, so I'm sure he doesn't have one. Maybe.
No, stay on the line. It's when they jiggle a lot that makes it difficult to catch them.
Well, fish in real life do nothing but jiggle.
Yeah, but this little anime fish in this video game, real son of a bitch. Stop it! Ah!
Let's see if we can't get these guys at least. I bet there's an anime out there that makes fishing exciting. Well, yeah, because there's animes that make bacon bread exciting. You caught a sea cucumber? How the fuck did that bite the hook? How did that even bite the hook? It doesn't even have a mouth.
It does. That's the thing, though, is that his mouth is also its anus. So maybe it farted on it.
Yeah, it's not a real good mouth then, is it?
It's doubly efficient. I just don't want one.
It's going on.
The weather told me it was going to storm today, so I was all excited. So I made a bunch of lightning rods so that I could collect lightning and battery packs. But then it didn't storm, and so I wasted all my rare resources, and now I'm upset.
That's okay, because it will storm one day.
If I could have made sprinklers out of those. So I don't have to water my crops.
Sounds to me like that you gotta do that though. Peasant says your cucumber is giving you a hook and anal boy. I think that's just... I don't think that's how that works. Be careful when you take the hook out of the sea cucumber that it doesn't just shit all of its organs everywhere and fucking die.
Someone's gonna eat it anyways, probably, so...
Yeah, but all the delicious guts will be gone. Fucking sea cucumbers from hell's heart, I stab at thee. You were gonna kill me and eat me, but not before I was fucking dead anyway.
What do you think, Ethan? Should I get the perk that makes fish worth 25% more, or the perk that makes resources required to craft crab pots reduced? The thing with crab pots is you have to make them and you have to bait them, but like you just leave them there. You don't have to play the stupid mini game. But also, you know, obviously they're slower. I don't know. I've never actually used a crab pot. Wonder what the crafting is. By the way, I hate that there's 2 different wikis for this game, and they have like different information that, like, one of them just needs to steal all the information from the other one, so I don't have to go back and forth.
Gunty's playing Stardew Valley Honey
it's
Melon
Stardew Valley,
Edition.
Which is like basically a PC Harvest Moon. It's really good. It's $50. Go buy it.
Oh, good. Dygard's gonna throw a plane into a guy that he put in a quicksand hole in space.
Dang, big fingers.
Yeah, he's got the big net fingers.
Rip that guy.
He says he's been rewatching the Wonder Years and decided not comfortable with the amount young children kissed in that show. Well, all I gotta say to that is, don't watch the Wonder Years. Oh my god, these two nearly friggin' got that guy. Maybe he's not ready to go ultra big mode, is he? No. Okay, good. Don't want him to anyway. Fuck.
Oh, if I take Fisher, then at level 10 I can take Pirate, which doubles my chance to find treasure.
I don't know if that's how being a pirate works.
No, yeah, it does.
Actually.
Think about it. When you're a pirate, there's stuff everywhere.
No, I'm still not sure on that
it's
one.
basically free.
Oh good, just no post-movement attacks at all on the Ptolemaios. What a pile of shit. It can go really fast. That's all it can do. And it can't even go fast all the time.
I'm gonna go with
Double.
I wish I could find how much the crab pots cost to make before and after. That would help my decision.
That's because you're playing a game too soon.
No one knows what's going on.
No one knows what's going on yet. That's why I've got the advantage. I wait like a year to play any video games.
Like,
then everybody knows all the shit about it.
There will be more stuff. Okay, here it is. 40 wood and 3 iron bars versus 25 wood and 2 copper bars. You know, oddly enough, I have more iron than I do copper right now. What if I use fish more for cooking than I do for selling? Then the increased fish price wouldn't help.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like if you make more money selling fish recipes.
Well, Nora could have just murdered that dude because Orca attacked that man. And that's how that works.
Carp surprise. The description is the name of the dish. The description is it's bland and oily. Surprise! It sucks.
But that's not a
I like carp.
surprise.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of crappy. Carp is garbage.
No one eats carp. That's why there's so
That's why
many
it's a
of them
surprise.
everywhere.
Alright, so if you chop fish, it makes sashimi and a fish, it's worth 75. Now, what are the fish worth?
It only took 8 years, but they finally got off the boat in
Nice.
Berserk. I asked Miura to let me off the boat, and he did. What a madman.
No, I want to know the prices of the fish, not the names.
Oh, inertial canceller!
That sounds handy.
Yeah, it means that if anything tries to hurt you, it doesn't. But Nono doesn't put her hand out in a really sassy manner like Gunbuster does. It just happens. Just a big barrier. Buster Gundam. Full assault. I wish that dude could do anything ever, but you can't shoot that far. I just wish that Nono didn't have the Buster Army as her all attack. I wish she had something else instead. Like
I'm gonna go with Fisher.
the Buster Bimb. Will you be able to get everything eventually if you ground?
Because I can,
if you did enough
because I can still
grinding?
make crab pots anyway. It's just they're cheaper.
Is the guy writing the deck dying because it takes too long? We're all dying.
Hey, it's gonna rain tomorrow, and the spirits are very happy.
The guy writing Berserk isn't dying. He just. It turns out doing a chapter of Berserk every month isn't sustainable for a human being with a biological body. No, the guy writing Berserk likes Berserk.
He just also likes being slow.
He just also likes being slow, and the detail and shit that he does is outrageous. He did take like a huge break where he just went and hung out with all the girls at Plant.
It wasn't just a sea cucumber, it was a super cucumber, which is a rare purple
A
variety
super
of
cucumber.
So there you go. That's why it was so hard to catch.
The guy who did Berserk hung out at Clamp with the Clamp girls. Watched them draw people with big hands and long legs.
Wow, it's worth it.
And he played Idolmaster. And then he wrote a review of Idolmaster that was, it's not like I want to finish Berserk or anything. It's like, I don't know if you can be tsundere about your own manga theories, Miura.
Oh man, I got a giant bear statue for my house, but my house isn't big enough. So I'll just put this skeleton here instead.
Time to... What is this thing? Like, he says that the condenser's ready, and then he just shoots the big thing, and it makes a noise like a Silent Hill air raid siren.
Oh, also the quests in this game are really dumb. Like, the local fisherman says, I need a gold bar to rub up my sore hip. I'm like, yeah, sure. That's what you need it for. Hip pain. That's why you want a literal bar of solid gold. I trust you with that. Yeah, sure.
Maybe that'd be the twist, like in Little King's Story. Little King's Story is, it's like Pikmin, but you're a little fella. And it's obvious from the start that it's really thinly veiled that you're actually a fucking tyrant, but you're like this 7-year-old king, and everyone's like, oh yes, let's do this, that'd be really good if you wiped out the neighboring nation. They're monsters and ghouls anyway. That would be a good twist if everyone gives you quests for really dumb reasons, and then eventually you figure it out, and they're like, oh yeah, we were just seeing the stupidest reason we could give to get you to do something.
You know what would be cool? Genocide. It's like, eh.
You have to you have to beat up a cow skeleton like it's an undead cow.
Poor cow.
It's like the first boss, and everyone's like, "Oh yes, my liege, excellent, excellent. We must destroy the neighboring tribes."
Are they the cause of the undead cow?
Maybe.
I mean, that makes sense that you need to destroy them.
I don't think I don't think it gets confirmed either way.
Like, if my neighbors were sending undead cows against me, I would probably destroy them.
I wouldn't. I'd ask them for their secrets. What? Whoa! Gabe's really good, just whoa! Uchuta! Keiko, let's plug in the really big rocket. I like the cut-in for this attack where they're in the machine adjusting everything and reading it, and he reads the numbers and the numbers there, and they're all getting ready. But then I hate the deformation on the stretching of the sprite as you zoom past. It's like, wow, it's really bad. We don't talk about neighbouring nations being destroyed. I'm going to Japan at the end of the month, and North Korea being dead. Well, they're not neighbouring. There's a sea in the way, so you shouldn't worry about it. And Japan, as far as I know, haven't been practicing necromancy on cows.
Necromancy.
In Bravely Default, the Blue Mage class was the vampire. And in Bravely Default 2, Bravely Second, the Blue Mage class is now Catmancer. Which, of course, in Japan is the Necromancer. And then they didn't translate it as that into English. I don't know, because... Yeah, it's gonna go, please, why no Necromancer? Where's the Necromancer?
Why can't I dress up these girls in really revealing costumes?
Yeah, that was fucked up. People get mad about that a lot, all the time. Oh, I like the Levitane's little arms. It's got big regular arms, and it's got like 2 sets of little arms.
Just like Merrick.
And they're on it like, they're sort of on its chest and shoulders,
Also
so it's
like
like, bleep. Oh, we can hold these little, like I can hold the handle of the gun. Or I can hold the little knife. It's good. Sasuke just learned Soul, I believe.
Every time I play one of these types of games, I think how nice and wonderful they make farming seem as compared to the actual hell that it is.
Yeah, where it's actually the worst shit of all time. Hey Hibiki, what is it? You're not gonna get Suzune back with that sad face? Come and fight me. Dominion Ray's mine. It's interesting. Cool. AMBRIEL, no! No! That's pretty much how this conversation between AMBRIEL and Hibiki just went. And AMBRIEL is full Satsuki mode because she's voiced by the lady who does Satsuki in Kill la Kill. And when she was in her normal personality, she's hella not. And then she goes fucking hardcore and is mega Satsuki and is gonna stomp on everyone's balls forever.
Please stomp on my ball.
Please crush my coin purse. I'm actually gonna defend this next one.
The next video game?
No, the next attack. I'll never defend the video game. They're all bad. They're all bad for deviants. Actually, the next game I'm probably playing is the Toho Robot
God.
Wars.
What?
And that's really good because instead of pilot points, you earn wife points.
There's a Toho Robot Wars?
Yeah!
Is that even... Is it still a bullet hell?
No!
Point.
The way it works... no, I'll explain in a second. How the friggin' thing works, and it's actually really cool and good. Because I did the first stage, and I'm like, damn, this is actually really cool and clever. But okay. The thing's getting... We're clear to do the transmission. Thierry's ready. Let's go. Let's do it. So we're going into Megarania. Celestial being setting up an infrared transmission to talk to the Earth. And because that's so basic, that even Sidereal can't stop it because it's so easy. So Minerva introduces herself by saying that she's of the bloodline of the Zeon Kingdom, the Principality of Zeon of the UCW. Not that that's got anything to do with today's gimmick. And she says she's learned of a secret that reaches far beyond the government of the UCW, and she means to reveal it as a citizen of this world, speaking to many. She says the universal century began with mankind's first steps to making a life for itself among the stars, and was canonized in the Universal Century Charter. The document is a cornerstone of the Federation government, and the basis of its authority. In turn, the UCW Federation's government is a core element of this world's current Earth Federation, and its charter is presumably known to all. But the charter that everybody knows is a carefully crafted forgery, and the original has lain hidden for many years, and she would now like to reveal the original document. Audrey! Audrey! So, AMBRIEL is like, oh good, you got the message out. No, like, well, you're starting to get the message out. The way the Toho thing works is, let me find a guy with, like, command. So you can see it. Okay, like, you see how this guy has an aura around him? Like these squares around him? In the Toho games, certain enemies have bullet hell fields. And that means that they have an aura around them like this, but the pattern might be different, like it might have gaps in it, or it might be whatever, and that's meant to be their bullet pattern. And when you stand on the squares in the pattern, then different, like, you're affected in different ways. Like, some might make you easier to hit, some might make you take more damage, or you deal less, or support things might not be allowed, and different stuff like that. And you can move normally, and you're cool, you can do all your things. Or you can go focus mode, where you move slower, but you're not affected by the effects of the field. And that's like the focus mode from the bullet hell games, where you move really slowly and precisely, and it's like, ooh, ooh. And then, when you dodge, you still take a little bit of damage, where you're grazing the bullets. But if you get shot properly, then you're fucked, and you take loads of damage, and you die, and it sucks.
I just collected 203 blueberries.
But yeah, but it's just friggin' Toho's everywhere.
Really is. Like everything.
It's fucking
is Toho.
everywhere. But yeah, it's a game made by a fan, and they've got the cut-ins. They do the weird cut-ins. Some of them have got the sexy cut-ins
Nice.
with all the jiggling. They when they yell out the moves to their different attacks, they reference different robot dudes.
I do love MNeidengard.
It's sing to Noriko. That goes wife points, waifu points. Yeah, instead of pilot points, you earn wife points to buy skills. I would consider playing Persona 5, but I've got to get a PS4 first.
And when you get a
I
PS4, we can play video games together. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, we can do the free dungeon one that's gonna happen.
Which one's that?
The Capcom
yeah, that's never
free
happened.
roguelike dungeon thing. Yeah, deep
Yeah.
down. Yeah, that
How
one.
much do you think 13 gold star blueberries are worth?
13 gold
No,
stars.
1,716 coins.
That's
I
fucking
mean,
bullshit.
That's a lot. I'm rich now, is what I'm saying. Oh, good. Okay, yeah, sure. So I don't have to worry about money anymore. That's good. I could put all these blueberries in my gem making machines and get 3 times the money, or I could just sell them for $20,000 right now.
Okay, we're 5 morale away from being able to get some big bops on some nerds. Get him, Krog. But yeah, I got that the other day. But it's really like I did the first stage, and it's like, holy shit, this is actually really good. And you, yeah, wife points instead of pilot points. You still upgrade everybody the same in your attacks. Like one lady does a Gal Gai Gai yell, and she's got a hammer. And one character is actually just like, I fucking love robot anime, it's the best. And she has the Ideon gauge, where Ideon is a robot from a series where it's got the power to end the fucking world, like the universe, and kill everybody. That's how it fucking ends, is everybody dies. And when that's in Super Robot Wars, it has a meter that, as it fills up, it's more powerful, but if it gets to full, then Ideon destroys the universe and everybody dies. And so in the Toho, she's got that, but she doesn't end the world when it fills up. But then someone said, she said, I've got a gauge, it fills up, I'm all powerful, it's like my Ideon gauge. And then someone else is like, wow, that's a bit egotistical to say you're as powerful as Ideon, huh? It's like, wow, these fucking Tohos, always talking shit about anime.
Don't mess with the Tohos.
Don't mess with them. The only Toho I know is Toho Fuhai, aka Fuhai, aka Master Asia, undefeated of the East, and soon North, West, South, and Center, and he'll become Super Asia. There's Big O, he's hanging out with Garrett.
That one that they always draw just as like a weird head.
Yeah, Yukari. Apparently she's the final boss of 1 or 2. Like Super Maiden Wars.
Is there like
1 or 2.
A particular reason that
that she's only drawn as a head? You know what? I don't know. I don't know shit about Tohos. I don't know nothing about them. All I know is there's a little head. I know there's Reimu. He's the main one. Marisa, who's like the one who looks like a witch. And then the one that's a head, that's Yukari, I think. And she yells Yukuri cool. That's all I know. Oh, and there's one called Wriggle Nightbug, who sucks. So actually, I guess I know quite a lot. You did it, Cape. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're gonna be a real boy. Oh, we can fucking map attack everybody. Shit. Is there anybody here who hasn't gone yet? Okay, good. That's free. That's free. She'll do that. She's actually gonna do her bullshit soon anyway. They've got that, so they're both not going to take any damage. He can do that, and he can do that. He can do that. He can do that, and they can do that, and they can do that. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! It's happening.
What's happening, Duck? Yeah.
Double PP. I fucking love double PP.
Twice the PP.
The power of the moon. Twin satellite cannon. Yeah, that'll do it, alright. An actual infinite range attack, just as long as it's in a straight line in front of him. And the miracle didn't occur, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me on this shit?
What's the miracle?
When Noriko hits 170 morale, every spell in the game is cast on her. And it's like, oh, she's fucking good. I wish there was a guy that we could actually kill here, but there isn't. Double the PP, triple the Ronnie. Oh no. And with that go again. And now she's gonna be aced. Okay, so now there's the miracle. And I got an achievement which is probably have a million dudes who are aced. It was pilot something. I don't think it's ace loads of girls, because I think I already aced loads of girls, but it might be. Oh, it might be. I aced a girl, which was Noriko, and then since then I might have aced enough girls to get the ace several girls.
You have aced multiple girls.
Yeah. But that's good, because now they don't need to be in front. But yeah, there's Super Maiden Wars, and then 2, and then 3. And they've all been translated. Well, 3's getting translated now, I think. Actually, I think 3 is 3 is getting translated right now with the proper patch, and then 4 is coming out soon, and then that'll be the end, because that's all the friggin' Tuhu's covered.
There's no more Tuhu's. That's it.
There's no more. They'll all be done. They'll be done and dusted, rankled and jangled.
Rest in peace, Tuhu.
Maybe they'll make some more one day. I thought girls didn't like it in the ace. Well.
It's highly tentative.
Fuck, I watched the Game Grumps video where he talks about jerking off with a finger up his
what?
butt. There's one he says is remember when you called me up and said what were you doing? I was like, oh, just jerking off with my finger up my ass, and you went, oh yeah, that's cool, you do that too? And I was like, no, I was just joking. And then you were like, oh yeah, same. He's like, I don't have time to try that out. I don't have time to be putting things up my butt. Those two dudes, they're also wild.
One of the first 2 heart events for a girl in this game is she's having trouble with the video game because fucking of course. So
because it's fucking hard. I bet it's goddamn
way to reinforce
Dark Souls.
No, it's actually one of the games in the arcade. It's a twin stick shooter, except it's a twin keyboard shooter, so it's hard as shit because it's garbage. But like you help her beat the first level in like a special co-op mode version of it, and she's like, and if you're a guy, she makes a joke about, oh well, thanks for helping, you were really good at this game. I guess it makes sense that you're good with a joystick, and makes a little
wow
cat emoji.
Wow,
and I'm like, wow, you really went there, huh? like you can
Wow.
tell this is not a Nintendo published Harvest Moon because there's masturbation jokes in it.
I don't know. It's pretty much all Harvest Moon is just jerk-off jokes. In Harvest Moon, I always marry the pink one who's good at baking.
Which Harvest Moon now?